I'm Marlon McCullers, and I'm proud to be a standout senior for Winterboro High School. I am the drum major of the marching band here in the band room. This is my home. I'm also a layout editor in the yearbook, so you can see me walking around giving interviews and taking lots of pictures at sports events and stuff like that. I'm also a basketball cheerleader where I served as the captain for my senior year. And then I'm also involved in clubs like Key Club and Student Council. I'm the senior class vice president. And I'm also involved in things like Lockett Club and a bunch of service community-based clubs. To be chosen as a standout senior, I feel so honored. It's crazy to wrap my head around that there's 450 seniors at Winterboro and I'm one of the 5. I have looked around at a lot of colleges. I recently got into Clemson. I've been looking at UNG and Young Harris and a lot of in-state, and this week, it changes every week, but this week I plan to major in meteorology, maybe be on the news. Taking honors classes and AP classes and dual enrollment classes here at Winder, I've definitely learned how to manage a bunch of things all at once and learn how to turn stuff in on time. I feel like that's gonna help me outside of high school for having deadlines and getting that news report in or doing whatever I decide to do. We'll see what it is next week. A challenge that comes to everyone's mind would be COVID. And honestly, now I'm affected by it because I sit here and I'm about to turn 18. I turn 18 in May and I graduate a week later. And I feel like even now I'm sitting here and I'm wait a minute, I'm still 15. And so I feel I've overcome the challenge of accepting that I'm a senior and not still a freshman or a sophomore. I feel like that was just so hard, doing the school over the computer and all the things. It was just such a difficult time. My favorite memory is definitely I was in the concession stand down at the football field, and we were distributing yearbooks, and I knew that the leadership list for band was coming out that day, and I get the call from one of my friends and I just started crying because she told me I got drum major, and just the sense of excitement and I felt so honored to be chosen as drum major, and I was just sitting there on the phone just crying. And then I went outside and my mom had tied balloons on my car, and it was just such a good moment. Some advice that I would give to my junior friends would have to be, and I know everyone says this because I know when I was a junior I rolled my eyes and I was oh, I'm gonna be ready to get out of here. Just live in the moment. Soak it in, because I'm sitting here, I have 9 or 8 weeks left of high school and I'm what is going on? It does not even feel real. Just soak up every moment. For elementary school, one teacher that really left a mark on me was my teacher, Miss Mixon. She was my 5th grade homeroom teacher. If you've ever seen Matilda, she is just like Miss Honey. She is so sweet, and she taught me how to be kind to every person I encounter. My middle school was definitely my middle school band director, Chris McCarver. He really started my love for band. He was so passionate about band while being chill and just loving it. And then in high school, I would say Miss Trisha Trapp. I love her. She taught me my sophomore year during COVID over the computer. She is just such a wonderful person. She's definitely one of my comfort people here at Winder. I know I can go to her for anything, any advice. If I'm in a crisis and I need her, she'll be there. She's also my NHS advisor. Hey, Miss Mixon, hey, Mr. McCarver, and hey, Miss Trapp. I just wanted to say thank you for honestly changing my outlook on school. You really made me enjoy coming to school, and thank you for everything you've done for me.